Normal seats and one half seat in the middle, chair in front. Move it back, move it in the front. Car can tow things. Not an off-roader, and it no stiffening at all. So the space is. What if you need a 7-seaters, you're on a budget, but you don't like the Ford C-Max, you don't like the Opel Zafira, you don't like the Volkswagen Touran. In this case, you don't have a lot of options. But the Rising Sun country is offering you, like with the help of the Mazda. Victorioso channel welcomes you. And today for the review, we have the Mazda 5 or the Mazda Premacy, as they are calling it in the country of the Rising Sun. Folks, if to speak about the Mazda 5, the most important thing of why and when you're buying this car is because of the space that the car is offering in the back seats and as well on the third row. So that's why I considered it's very good to show you how exactly you're going inside on the second row, what features do you have there as well, what features, if there are any features on the third. The first plus of this car, if to make a comparison with other one, you have the sliding doors. For this exact completation, you have from the left side, you have the electronic slide doors. You can turn it off from the front of the driver. Most of the time, it's good to have it because of only one touch of the hand, and the door is opening up, or you can even close the door with the help of one touch.
So if you want to close the door or to open it with electrically, you're pressing this one. And also to close it back.
To be short about the Mazda Premacy and exactly what you need to know, the Mazda Premacy or the Mazda 5 is coming with two engines. This model is the second generation, the second restyling, and it was made from 2010 until 2018. And it's coming only with two engines. The first engine is coming with 139 horsepower. It's a 2-liter petrol engine, and it's coming only with 4-wheel drive. This engine all through is not a 4-wheel drive, but it's the same 2-liter petrol engine. The difference is this is a Sky Active engine. The Sky Active engine is coming with 151 horsepower under the bonnet. One thing to know and to remember about the Mazda Premacy is that it's not an off-roader, and the height from the road is only 135 millimeters. So take in consideration if you're going on a bump or somewhere, because you can scratch the car, you can scratch the bottom of the car. In the end, if you're gonna decide to buy the car, you need to know that the car can tow things. So if you have a small boat or something else, the car can tow up to 1,200 kilograms, not more. If it will be more, most probably gonna destroy the gearbox. And right now, let's go inside and let me show you how it's gonna feel to stay on the second row as with 1.85 meters high. So here, you don't have a lot of space. Depends where exactly and who is staying in front of you. I'm staying right behind me. I mounted the front seats more or less for my height. It's not so comfortable in front, but somehow mounted. Another minus for the back seats and for the Mazda Premacy if there are 3 people. By example, you have kind of 2 normal seats and 1/2 seat in the middle, so it will be 2.5 men or 2.5 women staying in the back. The second minus, you have a problem with the roof. With the head, I'm not touching the roof, but if you're staying from the left or the right side of the car, you can touch the roof as you see with the head, and on the bumpy road and with a big speed it will be an issue. Can you imagine like driving somewhere in a corner to be like, help me God, help me, I want to go out from the car. But okay, it depends for what exactly you're buying the car. I spent with this car almost 2 weeks, and during all the time that we drove with our guests, and we've been like 6 of us in total. All the time, all the road, we are hearing from the kids on the third road, like, move a little bit the chair in front, move it back, move it in the front, move it back, move it in the front, move it back. Because if you have a big child seat, it's kind of an issue for the kid to mount, to stay there. If you have a smaller one, it's okay, but still they have issue with their legs. And you know how the kids they are. They're gonna hit everything as much as possible. But I'm gonna show you something that other cars doesn't have. The seat is going in front and back. More. The seat has armrest from the left side. You have the middle part of the seat. You can also use it as an armrest. You can recline the seat, and if somehow you're driving without the kids and you're in the back, look at me. I'm feeling like very nice. I never tried this, but I like it. Like, if to drive on the long road like this, it's nice. Also, you have two things very interesting. On the left side, you have a storage compartment, a secret one. You can put whatever you want here, but you can use it when you're using this storage compartment and you don't need the middle seat from here. In this case, you're just hiding it back. You're closing it back. That's all. You have a middle console, but there's a drawback, as usual. This one cannot be moved, cannot be changed, you cannot hide it. In the end, you have a middle tunnel, but this tunnel cannot be used to the maximum possibilities. The kids cannot go easily there, the adults cannot go to the third row easily. So it's a nice thing to have, but it's made through one place. You go here, you open this compartment, and guess what we have here? Ta-da-da-da-dam! We have the cup holders. Yay! Thank you, Mazda. We have two cup holders here. More or less they're medium size, so this will be enough for coffees and whatever you need there. And because in the door panels you don't have anything like related to bins or cup holders, in this case you have this big bin, and you can use it like during the trip to put your belongings. If you don't need it, you just close it back. And if you use the cup holders or you're using the middle seat from the second row, you have a big two compartments that you can use for your belongings. You can hide your belongings and nobody will know, if they didn't see this review, where to search. If we go with the back seats, as you see, it's very easy to mount them back like this. You have a lot of space, really. Already, I can stay like this without no worries. But if you are going for the second row seats, in this case, you have a flat bed, and the space is, oh my gosh, for you to understand, I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters. So how do you think? Can I make this minivan in a camper van? No worries, because the space is, whoa, very nice. And let me show you what will be on the third row for an adult, if you're thinking about adult. But I will tell you from the start, forget about the adults in the third row. The third row are made only for kids. Here I have space. I'm not feeling very well because, like, most probably this is, as I said, more for kids. A big plus of the third row seats, and except if you make a comparison with the second floor, is that you have cup holders. So they think about it. For the third row, for the kids, they need cup holders. The second row, because of the sliding door, they don't need any cup holders. But it's a nice touch to have in a car. Mazda Premacy is not the best looking, is not the fastest car in the world. But if you're looking for something that will help you out with your big family, Mazda Premacy is somehow an interesting decision and an interesting way to buy a car. Car is very well made because of the completation. The previous owner had some money, and when he bought the car, he bought with additional things. So the front cockpit is usual as everywhere you're gonna see. Like you have the usual revs and the speed and a small color computer. Here you have a small computer. Of course, it's in a red color. Not sure exactly why it is red and why every manufacturer loves the red. Most probably is the cheapest one. You have the temperature outside, you have the time, you have the climate control. You can control it from this dashboard. Also, this computer will show me how many kilometers I still have left. I'm putting around 20 euros right now. Based on this price, it will be 18.5 liters, and I'm driving around 450 kilometers. Based on that, it's fantastic that the car will consume less than 10 liters per 100 kilometers.
You have the I-stop option as usual for the new cars, and as well the option to close or open the electronic sliding door, or to even power off from directly here, and in the end use it as a normal powered sliding door.
Some controls on the wheel.
All the windows are not auto except
Previously, the car is very smooth. It's driving lean on the road. If there are bumps, you're not gonna feel it in the end because the car is long. The car is long and you're not gonna feel anything. But if you're going in a junction or a middle circle, or you need to avoid something, the car is moving to the right and to the left. Because it's so smooth, it lacks of stiffness, and be very careful when you're driving on the big speeds. Another feature that the car have is the gearbox. The gearbox, it's like a 6-speed gearbox, and its feature is that you have the option to use it like in manual mode. And let me give you an example of the speed control, manual speed control. Right now I'm in the 3rd one. Let's go to the 4th one. And if I need again speed, let's go to the 5th one and the 6th one. Can you imagine driving on the 6th speed inside of the city? Nice. Multimedia, we don't have a lot of things. It's general, like always. You have the option of the Bluetooth, FM, radio, AM. You have as well the CD, AUX, and as well you have the option of the navigation. But take in consideration that the navigation in Cyprus from Japan, it's not working. And if it's not working, in this case, you can buy a car without the navigation. Mazda Premacy have a big glove box. If you check it here, it's kind of the same size of the Nissan Note, a little bit better, but it's only one. Here you have a small shelves, but in the end you're not gonna use it. Here you have the place to hold your eyeglasses or your sunglasses, but in the end not sure if you're gonna use it. And as well you have 2 sun visors for the driver and for the passenger. Unfortunately, the Mazda Premacy is not coming with a diesel engine. It's only the petrol one. Also, if you're asking if the Mazda Sky Active engine are good, yes, they are good. They're already like controlled, they passed some time. You never buy a car with a new engine if you don't know what is happening with it. This one, it has already some years and the engines are quite good. They can drive for a long period of time and for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Even the Mazda Premacy is not the best looking car or not the best looking minivan. The Volkswagen Touran from 2017 most probably is looking even old, classic, newer than this one. But the owners of this car, based on the reviews from the UK, generally liked the car and they gave around 4 stars out of 5. And what's interesting that in our time when generally the SUVs are ruling the world, 45% of the owners of the Mazda Premacy would recommend others, persons or their friends to buy this exact car. This was the review of the Mazda 5 from 2017, or Mazda Premacy as they call it in Japan. I hope you enjoyed the review and hopefully the review that I did answered to your question, should you buy or not this car? Like, subscribe and notification bell in order not to miss any other videos.